Hello guys, welcome here to the Jello Cup Series for race number 7 here today from the Martinsville Speedway. Today we bring you the STP 500. Hello guys, welcome. I'm Brian James. Starting on the pole today will be Max Anderson in that number 83. Starting in second will be Zach Fitzwater. In third we got Tim Horton. In fourth we will have Angel Navarro. Fifth will be Griffin Lynn, and sixth is Jack Porkins, and seventh is Joey Tiff, eighth Luis Hernandez, ninth is DJ Curtis, and in 10th is Sam Curtis. Let's take you now to the starting lineup here from Martinsville. Here we go, we're getting ready for the start of the race. Max Anderson came close a few races ago. He hopes he can capitalize today. Same for Zach Fitzwater, who needs the points. Green flag is out, we're underway. Still side by side, but Max Anderson will lead the opening lap. And Zach Fitzwater is not giving up on that outside lane. He finally relinquished the race, or the battle for the lead, and he'll stay in second. Here comes Tim Horton. He's going to get third. Max Anderson's leading right now. I mean, we hope you all enjoyed your 4th of July. So these guys had a day off yesterday to enjoy the 4th of July. And now they will be going up till Friday, I believe. Next race will be at Kansas tomorrow, Thursday. And then these guys will fly up to Edmonton for the first road course race of the season. And then they will start off on Sunday with Talladega for the Geico 500, supposedly. Tentatively, that's how we have it set up. Things are subject to change, though. If you're in the Facebook group, definitely check it out. I will have updates on Sunday when the races will be out. Sunday or Friday, probably sometime before the start of the week. As Max Anderson is extending his lead. And Zach Fitzwater in second still. As now we got a battle for 5th on the racetrack, or actually 6th rather. Yeah, 5th. DJ Curtis will take the position away. JBM has not had much luck this season. They are hoping to change that today. We talked about teams expanding. Go Fast Racing has struggled this season with the 2-car organization. It looks like JBM is struggling with a 3-car organization. Meanwhile, the 55 team for Premium, they are running kind of halfway decent. But let's check in on the 2 JBM cars in the field today. Zach Buchanan, not where he wants to be. Right now, as we got a caution, Joseph Curtis went around. Doesn't look like he sustained much damage. Tough break for Joseph Curtis, but it looks like he'll be able to continue. As they are stacking up at the back of the pack, trying to figure that one out. Oh, 43 tries to slow down and stop. And he gets run over by the 42 as they are going to pit. And we will watch the pit stops I can imagine the 42 might get penalized for passing under the caution. But like I said, the last race, the CPU tends to favor the CPU for some reason. Zach Fitzwater's going to have a little damage to fix from Tim Horton, and you can imagine he's not going to be happy with that 43 car, or with that 42 car. Joey Tiff is going to win the race off. Let's go see what happened. Yeah, so it looks like 17 or 78 got in just a little hot, or he got frustrated with the 17, takes him out pretty much. And tough break for Joseph Curtis. Zach Buchanan kind of brushes against the door, but no major damage to that car. Let's take you back to the green. Getting ready for the restart. We saw a few cars actually. Here's the thing with the short track like Martinsville. You're bound to not be able to beat the pace car. You're more likely to not beat the pace car. And sure enough, these 5 did not beat the pace car around, and they are lapped down at the moment as the green flag waves. We're back underway. Joey Tiff immediately claims the low line, and Max Anderson has to go up high. But he'll hang on to second, and Joey Tiff will hang on to the lead. I apologize for the frame rates, by the way. Joey Tiff continues to lead here. Max Anderson closing in, though. He wants that lead back. We've had 6 different winners so far this season. Could we see our 7th different winner? That'll be the question being asked. Here we go, the 83 is going to challenge for the lead this time, probably. But keep in mind, it's so difficult to pass here. And once again, the 21 fakes out the 83. He ends up going high with the entry, and Tim Horton takes advantage of it. Tim Horton looking for his 2nd win of the season. And that would definitely solidify him in the chase on wins. We will see, though. We're almost a quarter of the way, or a third of the way through the race, I should say. And we're going to have plenty of more pit stops coming your way as the caution is out. Something at the back of the pack happened. And this time there won't be a huge jam at the back of the pack as we will see these guys make some more pit stops. Looks like the 3 of Hillary Sanchez will stay out, but she is a lap down. We will see, it's going to be right side There are all the lapped cars trying to go around and get their lap back. Here we go. It's going to be a giant jam coming out of the pit lane. 22 looks like he has the race won. No. The 7 of Ethan Lynn is going to be the race leader. Let's go see what happened. Ben Crouch is definitely being very aggressive in that 78. He hits the 5. Takes him out. Man, Ben Crouch is not making any friends here early on. He's going to do more damage to his car as well. That's a tough break, but Ryan Monaco looks like he's not going to do a whole lot in regards to damage. That's a tough break for these guys. Let's take you back to the green. Pace lights went off. We're about to go back green here. A handful of more cars caught behind the pace car, unfortunately, and they will have to start end of the longest line. Or I'm sorry, they'll have to restart a lap down. The 66, 32, 37, 8, 95, and the 5 team all caught. So now there are only 30 cars on the lead lap as Ethan Lynn will lead us back to the green, and we're back underway. The 42 got a good restart. But you can imagine the 66 team is going to be pushing hard to stay on the, or to get back on the lead lap. Brad Fusion is a race winner this season. He's 33rd in the point standings though, so his win not counting toward the chase quite yet. And he wants to get back on the lead laps, that way he can fight for the points. As Tim Horton entered he got a pretty quick entry into the corner, but Ethan Lynn is still your race leader. And it looks like his lead's only going to grow here. Ethan Lynn missed a couple of races, but whenever he's made the race, he has surely been pretty quick. And that team has been a force to be reckoned with just about in every race they've made, it looks like. But we will see this time if they can get the job done. Tommy Baldwin Racing in their first Cup season. And Tim Horton is not going away. Man, if he can get a good finish like that, he will be the points leader exiting the day. Alexander Rowe has 3rd for the time being, which is what he needs. And you see the lapped cars battling back there. And Ethan Lynn's got a good car in that clean air. His brother Jackson is also in the top 10 at the moment. Both of them raced for underfunded teams this season. And you can see him there. He's kind of stuck in the lap traffic, but hanging close with Joey Tiff. Back up front, Ethan Lynn slowly but surely growing that lead. Like we said, we head to Kansas next race in our first road course of the season at Edmonton. And then we'll head to Talladega for the Geico 500. So, the next 3 races are going to be difficult, sort of. I mean, we got the mile and a half, then we got the road course, and then the restrictor plate. So these guys want to capitalize the next couple of races, knowing that there's uncertainty as we head to our first road course of the season. And the caution is out. I think the 41 might have gone around. You'll see the leaders will pit this time. In comes Ethan Lynn. And these guys are going to have an advantage over the lapped guys. Or because the lapped guys were in between them and the 83 team and the others. So they will be able to kind of take their time on their stop. I shouldn't say take their time, but they will easily have an advantage winning the pit race off. Ethan Lynn went left sides last time, and he's going to change all 4 this time. And easily he'll win the race off. Let's go see what happened. Once again, another guy just getting frustrated. Trent Fusion kind of gets frustrated there, takes out the 41. And Trent Fusion having a bad day, but it's only going to get worse for him, unfortunately. He's going to have some damage. Chase Marks is also going to have some damage to repair as we take you back to the green. Pace lights are out. We're going back green this time. And this time for your race leaders, Ethan Lynn, Tim Horton, there will be no lapped cars between them, as it'll be Ethan Lynn restarting in the lead, Tim Horton in second, Max Anderson third, Alexander Rowe fourth, Zach Fitzwater fifth, DJ Curtis in sixth, Richard Johnson in seventh, Angel Navarro eighth, Joey Tiff ninth, and for the time being Jackson Lynn in 10th as we're back underway. Ooh, 42 got a little loose off the corner. And the 7 is coming back in the pit lane. There must be an issue with Ethan Lynn's car, and that'll put him easily a lap or 2 down. That is a tough break as Tim Horton takes advantage. He will take the lead. He's already won once this season. He would love a second win to propel him into the chase. Keep in mind, a second win would pretty much solidify their chase hopes. 51 is in too. He's having some problems. Nope, 7 had a pass-through penalty. It looks like he might have been... It looks like he had a pit road violation, so the 17 is going to go a lap down after that. That is a tough break. Yeah, so word from pit road, 17 had a pit violation and had to do a pass-through penalty. That is a tough break for Ethan Lynn and his team. They were running so well up front, and to have that happen, that is a real tough break. But Tim Horton is capitalizing on it. He's looking for his second win of the season. And the points lead, I should add. He would be your point leader with the win today, I believe. And 83 tries a lower line, hoping he can close the gap. Instead, it's only going to increase this lap. hang on 1 second. My apologies, guys. Tim Horton continues to lead here, as we got under 25 laps to go. And caution is back out. 95 Richard Kinghart with an issue. And oh, the 20 of Angel Navarro. He wrecked. That is a tough break for this team. They were running top 10 most of the race. As you see a few of the leaders coming in, but let's go see what happened. Looks like the engine died or something on Angel Navarro's car. That ends his day pretty early. But you can tell he just stops right in the middle of the track, so that brings out the caution. Let's take you back to the green. Getting ready to go back green. It looks like the 20 car will continue today. Just might have had an issue, maybe a battery died or something, but they're back on the racetrack. Tim Horton will be a race leader. Zach Fitzwater in second, Richard Johnson in third, fourth Sam Curtis, fifth Griffin Lynn, sixth Caitlin Sang, Thomas E. Lucer in seventh. As we're back underway, and eighth is Brad Stover, ninth Eric Baden, 10th Alexander Rowe. Good restart for Tim Horton, it looks like, as we got a battle for second brewing here. Richard Johnson trying to take it away. And the 7 of Ethan Lynn, he's right back in it. If he can just get his lap back, but 43 shuts the door for second, and Tim Horton will pull away for the time being. We will see. These guys are going to have to make one more pit stop, which means Max Anderson and company would take the lead more than likely. Yeah, those guys, a few of them, as caution is back out. Trent Fusion right up against the wall. There's something wrong with that car. Ooh, Jessica McNeilson hits the side of the 51. Possibly some frustration right there between those two. We'll see if these guys pit this cycle. No, they will not, but let's go see what happened. Ben Crouch once again involved in another accident, battling for the 10th spot. DJ Curtis would not give it up, puts him in the wall. And I guess, you know what they say, karma can get you, unfortunately. And for Ben Crouch, he finally gets payback, or he finally gets paid back for racing aggressive. Anyway, let's take you back to the green. We were trying to sort out the field under the caution. It looks like a few guys did pit. But man, 10 cars on the lead lap now. And Tim Horton got hit a couple times before we got the one to go. So we'll see how the damage affects him as we're back underway. Zach Fitzwater's going to race him hard. There's no question about it. But one more caution may end the day. Seven to go this time. Tim Horton continues to lead, and it looks like the damage will not affect his race car. 43 is trying everything he can. Zach Fitzwater, at the very least, he's going to come out with a good points day. As you see a bunch of green flag pit stops. Will these guys have to pit? Or have they saved up enough fuel? 5 laps to go. That is the question. Did these guys save enough fuel? We now got 9 cars on the lead lap. We're coming to 4 to go this time. You will see the laps are ticking down. For Zach Fitzwater, that's not good unless that 42 didn't save enough fuel. And now the question is, can Tim Horton hang on? He's going low, but it looks like it's just he wants that racing line. Two laps of racing to go. And unlike last season, we will finish this race under green. White flag is out, 1 lap to go. Oh no, caution came out. I spoke a second too soon. It looks like Gene Sanford is the reason for this caution. We're going to show you the finish though. Tim Horton. We've had 6 different winners so far. We won't have another first-timer. We have our first 2-time winner this season. Tim Horton gets his 2nd win of the season here at Martinsville. And he'll likely take over the points lead too. Congratulations to them. Let's show you the replay though of what happened to bring out the final caution. Racing way too aggressive on the last lap. 2 teammates there, and then Zach Buchanan just hooks the 32. 32 goes around, and this causes a lot of damage for a handful of guys. Tim Randolph nowhere to go, except into the back of him, and then these guys just have an accordion effect right there. And that is a tough break. We want to thank you for watching. We will see you for Kansas. In the meantime, here come your results and standings after Martinsville. Goodbye, everyone.